Yo, what up, what up? Welcome back. I'm your host, B. Ryder, co-host,
J. Bell.
and this is
Final Thoughts.
Today's topic, when a thirst trap goes wrong. Let's check it out.
Reality that Black content creators face. I recently lost out on a 5-figure brand deal for posting this picture with this caption. Nowhere in the contract were there any stipulations given around what kind of content I could post, except for the branded content, which would be approved by the company. As for my personal content, nothing was said. After posting that picture and posting that caption, I received a phone call from my agent saying that the company thought it was inappropriate. And I just want to take a second to unpack that. When I read that caption, I read a playful articulation of the love I have for my man. It's been generally agreed upon by the Black community for decades that the N-word isn't derogatory, it's a term of endearment. And that brings us to the photo. Yet again, when I look at this picture, I see playfulness. I see a Black girl living her best life, having fun. There's nothing inappropriate about it to me, especially not in the world we live in today. For centuries, Black women's bodies have been scrutinized, they've been picked apart, they've been deemed unworthy, they've been deemed inappropriate, and this is yet again an extension of that rhetoric. It's the hypersexualization of the Black female body which has led to this very conversation. The only way someone else could deem this as inappropriate is if they projected their sexual desires onto me.
So, she was pretty fine though too.
I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at her, I was like, damn.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
She cold.
Toxic. She gotta be toxic.
Now we gotta hit her. We gotta hit her, Dime. I'm like, you know, WY gonna snake me, but you know, I'm just playing. Not really.
You play too much.
Anyway.
But no, for real. Yeah, so the booty pic. She did not protect the brand.
Once again, we're in this situation. It's just like, well, people work or are sponsored and they feel like they should just be free to do whatever.
Yeah. Wrong.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Without any consequence. And it's like, protect the brand.
Yeah.
Protect the
You
brand.
have to. And in her situation, it's like, well, this was for my boyfriend and all that kind of stuff. Well, why couldn't you just send it to him? Why did this have to go on the internet? And we know how the interwebs, you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Because it wasn't just for your boyfriend. That's
Right.
No shit.
So who it was for?
It was for everybody who had eyes.
Mm.
That's who it was for. Like,
Yeah.
stop the cap.
That's cap.
Taylor knew that.
That's cap.
Yeah.
Stop it. It wasn't just for your boyfriend. Clearly, if it was just for him, it would have been just for him. But it wasn't.
Yeah.
This is how the social media game goes. You know.
Definitely. I've sent pics and received pics from people. And it never will see the light of day.
Agreed.
You know? It's supposed to be between me and that person,
Yes.
and we all good.
Confidential.
You know, exactly.
Yeah.
She like all the way tilted over, and I'm like, well, you know, keep going.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Do that, because that's what a thirst trap is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what
Like,
it's
you know,
for.
it's supposed to make you, you know,
Trapped.
be like,
I don't know how I got it. But I like it.
I'm here.
Yes, absolutely. It's just like, we all know what it was,
Yeah.
but she's making it out to be like, and then she went into the whole like,
I'm a black woman.
oh my
I'm a black woman and they hypersexualize our body.
After hypersexualizing herself.
I'm confused. I'm confused right now, G.
You know,
Right.
I just put my ass out. I just put my ass out.
It doesn't mean anything.
Why would it?
Right?
Come on.
And it's like, do you represent their brand? Is what you're doing representative of the people who are sponsoring you? If they don't feel like it is, they have every way to take away. They have every right to take away their sponsorship.
Right.
End the discussion. End the story. If it wasn't, then the only person you can be mad at is yourself for that.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
Like, why do you feel like you can do this?
Yes.
It makes me wonder because what kind of contract was this? Was this like a modeling thing or?
I don't even know if she went into it. Yeah.
I'm more than sure it has something to do with her body.
Probably.
Which is usually modeling and stuff like that. So it's like, why did you think that you can post what you posted in the fishnet and use the N-word and all of the things, and all of the things.
Yeah, all of the things.
And you don't think that there's no repercussions? Like, where does common sense go at this point?
There has to be a line.
I was just trying to do it for my boyfriend.
Nigga, please.
Regardless. It doesn't even matter at this point. You could do it for your boyfriend. You could do it for the Vine.
It's an older code, sir, but it checks out.
It don't matter. Circa 2015.
Shout out to Lil Terry, yo.
Say ooh. Say ooh. It don't matter. That's not the way they wanted you to represent their brand. And so, they take away their funding. Be mad at yourself for that. Now, you throwing out women's hypersexualization or
the black card,
all of that. That's I just get so tired of that because more and more I'm seeing people do this, and it's making me angry at black people for doing it.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Because there was a point in time where we weren't doing this, and it's like now it's just being overused. Oh, they're just hypersexualizing black folks because of, and it's like you were the one doing that.
Stop it. Get some help.
You did that, and they're saying that they don't like that, so they take their funding away.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
It's just...
At what point do you, recognize the issues that happened before you, right? So if you constantly see something that happened before you, and you see how it's being handled, and you do the same exact thing that they did before you, and then you like,
oh no!
Oh no! I know.
Oh no! I know.
It's like, what? Come on. This wasn't. You didn't expect this.
Yeah, this was a surprise.
This is crazy
really?
to you? Is this crazy to you?
It shouldn't be at all.
Because it ain't.
And it's not.
And it won't be.
I'd like to say a few words about your arrest record.
Ever. Because you already have a history of being able to learn from other people's mistakes. And then you go and do the same thing. Like, are you serious?
So stupid. Like, the fact that she's blaming everyone else for this and not herself is a bit frustrating because I'm just like, we as black people, we already have things, we already have enough struggles, right? And when you see someone who has an avenue and then they waste it and then they still try to act like, oh, it's because I'm a black woman, when clearly that has nothing to do with it. It's frustrating because it's like you're giving other people credence to use this excuse when it's not viable either.
Yeah.
Like, this has nothing to do...
This isn't because of that.
No, this is nothing to do with your femininity, with you being a black woman, even though the idea of black hyper sexuality is a thing, that's not what this is.
Right.
That's not what this is at all. You made a mistake. You miscalculated. You used the wrong language. You wore the wrong clothing. You positioned yourself in the wrong way. And the company that was sponsoring you said, no, we don't want any part of that.
This is not what we represent.
No.
It's literally end of story. And just like what you were saying before, it's like, I know y'all remember Teacher Bay. Teacher Bay was fine as hell.
Bless her.
And if you out there listening,
hey, teacher,
I'm single.
We both actually.
Hey, fuck that.
Snake.
But the issue was that because she was so curvy, they thought it was inappropriate. Right. And then there was a white woman that wore the same outfit and didn't get nearly as much backlash. I don't think any backlash, because she didn't have the curves that this black woman did. Mm-hmm. And it was the same exact outfit. Right. Now, we're not stupid. I hope not. Now, we've seen black women. You've been alive long enough to see black women. You know that they're curvy, right?
Yes.
And they'll wear clothes that contours. You know that. You know that.
They don't even have to contour.
Yeah. They don't even have to. It's just there, and you can't ignore it.
Right.
There's no reason for you to be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what this is. You literally are taking advantage of being a curvy black woman.
Yes.
And you tooting it up. In fishnet, no one told you to do that, and you know that you have a contract with whoever. Teacher Bay was just going to fucking school to teach kids.
Yeah. She was a babe. That's all it was. Ooh. With her, it was definitely
intentional.
Yeah.
This was intentional. Teacher Bay was just like, I'm just wearing.
This is this is just the way that her body is built.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that she can do about it, and that's okay. Now, if she was losing like sponsorships or people wanted to fire her, then she would have a lawsuit on her hands, and that's perfectly fine. Right? Because she's not doing anything promoting any kind of hypersexuality.
No.
But you, on the other hand, you don't fall into that category. You weren't wearing Amish clothing covering up every part of your body. Like that's not you. That's not what the situation is. So let's take some accountability for our actions and what we do. That's all. That's it.
They just don't want black women to be great, and
I just like rolled my eyes so hard when she said that.
Come on, man.
There's been a lot of that.
You gotta stop this. Like you have a responsibility that you signed with these people. Mm-hmm. You just didn't read all of the contract, or you just thought that you can just come on.
Stop
it.
Stop.
Do better. It gotta stop, bro.
Basically, it's really irritating. But my final thoughts on this topic here is we need to hold ourselves a little bit more accountable, right? With something that is kind of missed, I think, in discussions like this. When we bring up racism or sexism or the hypersexuality of black people or whatever topic, is that minorities, we have a certain level of power and responsibility that comes with that. So if we accuse someone of being racist or sexist or whatnot, understand that there's a level of power, because there's a level of validity that comes with those type of accusations. that other people don't get. So if I accuse someone of being racist, my claim gets taken a bit more seriously because I'm a black man, right? Just like if a woman accuses someone of being sexist or being a rapist, we're gonna take those claims a little bit more serious because of who it's coming from. And with that level of power comes a level of responsibility with that. Our responsibility is to be responsible with that level of power. So to call someone racist as a black man, I take that seriously. So that's why I don't just use that word willy-nilly, because especially nowadays, it has almost lost all meaning because so many people are called that. So it's up to us, the people who have that, who have that validity. We need to be more responsible with the way we use these words and what we call whatever, because everything isn't as it seems. It's not cool for me to call somebody a racist or whatever and they're not being that way, or it's really just a lack of accountability or my ignorance that's causing the situation. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people think about. Even in your minority status, whatever it may be, you may be on the spectrum, you may be LGBTQ, you may be a black woman. With that status comes a level of power and responsibility. So be more responsible with the way you use language. That's my final thoughts. What you got?
Alright, so my final thoughts is that I'm gonna give her the Nick Morris face. That's what I'm. Shout out to my boy Nick Morris.
Nick. You the man, man.
Yeah, man. It's like, you know, we can do this. We can play these games and all that kind of stuff. But you still need to hold yourself accountable and take responsibility for all of the actions that you have, or that you play in. Like with this, you literally dressed in a certain outfit that you picked out and posed in a certain position that you chose to pose in, and got a picture taken from a specific angle. All of this had to be okay with you. And then you did that and chose to put it on the internet. And then you're going to Pikachu surprise face me when the people funding you is like, nah, this is not something we represent. Really? So you didn't know. Okay, let's say you didn't know. What world are you living in that you would think that you would have this contract with these people and you could just kind of do whatever the hell you want on social media?
Yeah.
Where anything at any moment can go viral for any reason.
Mars.
I don't understand it. I really do wish you the best of luck because you fine as hell.
Look at you. Look at you. Can you stay focused?
I'm sorry. I'm letting that.
That boy ain't never lied, boy.
Oh my God. There I was looking at him like, damn.
I wish her the best.
Anyway.
Welcome back.
Back to my final thoughts. I hope you get picked up by a new brand and you protect that brand. Wink, wink.
Protect the brand.
But learn from your mistakes and don't be stupid like everyone, not just her. Anyone listening to what I'm saying, what we're saying, don't be stupid. Get the bag. Get the bag.
Say it again. Say it again.
Get the bag.
Voiced and foremost.
I'm done.
True story though. And that kind of goes for us too. You know what I'm saying? We could get called out or whatever. Somebody could see what we're posting and not like what we're saying, and our jobs could implement the same action on us, and we would have to deal with the consequences.
Own up. Own it.
That's all.
Own it.
We wouldn't we wouldn't come back here and be crying and be like, yo, we just lost our job just because we said that we should stop dating broke niggas. You know, that's kind of how it goes. If you're gonna be out here, if you feel like you have the freedom to express your opinion, and your opinion is worth hearing on social media, then understand that it might be worth getting fired for.
Be ready for the consequences.
That's
if
it.
there are consequences, be ready for them.
That's all. So, but thank y'all for listening to our ramblings once again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe down at the bottom. And I'm your host, B. Ryder, co-host
J. Bell.
And this has been
Final Thoughts.